In our lives, we all want to do something special. I know that. And we all have greatness in us. And we know that. I mean, sometimes we get derailed and sometimes we get to a point where we are not doing the things that we know we want to do. But I want to encourage you and I want to share with you that you have that greatness in you and that you have what it takes. And all you have to do is one of the things is just get around the right people, get around the right influences, get around those people that want you to make it. Because if you're around the wrong influences and the naysayers, you'll never get it done. You'll always think you're either too old, you'll think you can't do it, you'll think, well, why am I trying to do this? Or somebody's making fun of what you're trying to do. And your greatest ideas within you, you need to share with someone else because someone is looking for you. Someone needs to hear from you. I saw a quote that said exactly that somebody is looking for you today. Somebody needs your encouragement. Somebody needs to hear your voice because you can make a difference for somebody. We all can. And that's what I want. That's the spirit in which I wanted to step back out here. I've had two careers almost. I've had a career in corporate sales where I've always been in sales. I have customers and I've taken care of my customers. And I love selling. I mean, selling has been in my life. It's been in my blood for as long as I can remember. But I also have had a career in speaking. So I wanted you to know that, and thanks for coming on and thanks for sharing. Again, this is Edge Bassette. This is my first show, and I want to be on for probably 10 or 15 minutes today. And I want to share and encourage you that you're special. I want you to know that you have something that somebody's looking for. Somebody needs to hear from you. Somebody needs to have what you have inside of you, they need. And so I want to encourage you to always be in the giving mode. You can't lose by giving. So I wanted to share with you today is, where do you start? How do you start? How do you get back into being you? And how do you do it? And the first thing is that you just start from today. The first thing that you have to do is live in today. Most of us either live in the past or we live in the future, but we don't take advantage of today. Don't let the day get by you without doing something for yourself. Don't let today get by you without saying, okay, on my priority list, today I'm going to do something for myself. Because when you do something for yourself, then you're going to help somebody else. So that's the first thing I want to say. How do you start? You start by making a list. Hey, Bob, thanks for checking in, man. I haven't seen you in a long time, bro. But this is my new program. I'm going to start doing this 2 or 3 times a week and just giving information, giving knowledge and sharing with those and sharing the journey. So, and I know we go way back. We go back to college. And now it's time for us to give that information and keep sharing with those. So the first thing I wanted to share was, how do you start? How do you start from where you are? We all are somewhere, but we all have something of value. We all have something that somebody can use. And the first thing to do is just start today. And I said, just make a priority to say, I'm going to do something for myself today. We have jobs, we have things that we do for other people, we have kids, but do something for yourself. Do something that, because if you're no good, your kids are no good. If you're no good, the people that you're trying to help won't be any good. So I want to encourage those of you that are listening and those are going to listen here later. You have something that somebody needs. You have something that somebody wants to hear. So again, I started off, as I said before, I had a career in sales, and I've always been in sales. And I've been speaking over 30 years. And then I got out of speaking. And I went back to sales again. And now I come back to speaking. And part of it is to share that information and to share that journey because somebody needs to hear me. Sharing the journey is not just doing the journey, but actually sharing it so that people can learn. Because that's an important part of our growth, is making sure that others, one of the things that dawned on me is when we're younger, we see people that's successful. We see people that's doing things, and sometimes it's out of the community, and you think it's so far away. You say, how can I ever get there? So part of it is not only talking about a journey, but sharing the journey. So how do we get started? Start today. Then we say, well, most of us are negatively affected by what happens to us. So how do we get past that? And one of the things that I've done, and one of the things I encourage everyone to do, is find a team, find a network of people that are better or doing the things that you want to do, but they're doing it at a higher level. If you find somebody that's doing what you want to do at a higher level, then they can pull you what? They can pull you up. You want people that can pull you into where they're already at, not pull you down to where you're not trying to go. So you got to leave the people that's here and go to the people that's here. So that means that sometimes you have to make a commitment to say, you know what? Maybe the people that I have in my life, I have to either limit the time I'm with them, or I have to leave these people alone, or I have to move to a better group of people. Because the naysayers and the people that's there, if they're bringing you down and they're draining you, then you're not going to be good again for yourself, more or less anyone else. Just leave the garbage behind. In the computer business, they used to say garbage in, what? Garbage out. So what you put in is what you get out. So you are what you think, and all of those sayings, it simply says that if you're around garbage, you're going to be garbage. If you're around good things, you're going to be around positive stuff all the time, man. You got to leave the garbage alone. I mean, it's a very simple thing. If you are around negativity, negativity is going to follow you. I mean, some people can't seem to get out of their own way. Just saying today, this is the day we're in. This is the day we have. This is the day we know. Thanks for the hearts, cuz. So today we have to do what we need to do. I want everybody who's listening, or everybody that's going to listen to this, make a list of things that you want to do. Then I want you to put that list somewhere where you see it all the time. And I don't care what it is. I want you to make your own personal list. But I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it. And that you can start working on that list every day. But you have to have it somewhere where you can see it. I have lists of things. I mean, you're talking about list. This is a list of 300 things that I want to do with my life. 300. And I got that from listening to Steve Harvey talk about it. He said you list 300 things that you want, and you list the biggest things that you want out of your life, things that would scare you. And he said, I guarantee you, once you start reading that list, those things will start manifesting. And you'll start saying, man, I did this, I did this, I did that. I know you have things that you want to accomplish. I know my wife has things. I know Bob has things. I know Angela has things. But put it on a list so that you can look at it, and it can every day, it'll remind you whether you did it or not. So that's what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. Then I want you to know that we all have dreams and goals, but most of our dreams and goals go to the cemetery with us. And I'm going to say that again. Most of us have dreams and goals, but most of our dreams and goals go to the cemetery because we never bring them to fruition. We never bring them to where they're completed. So I want you again to make that list, make those goals. I want you to start today. I want you to know that you're special, you're great. When you come and you hear me, this is what you're going to get from me. You're not going to get, oh, it's a bad day. And if we're having a bad day, we're going to find a way to get past it. But one of the things I want to say too is always invest in yourself. If you're not investing in yourself, you're investing in somebody else's life. So you need to invest in your life. Like, what do you want to do with the things that you're doing, that you have every day? What do you want to do that's critical in this lifetime that you want to outlive, that you wanted to outlive you? And we'll be together, me and my wife, talking about everything that we can that can help, whether it's books, whether it's health, whether it's talking about how we got from one point to the next point. We want to all make sure that we grow together. And so I want you to play this game of life to win. I want you to be a person that we say, you know what, we got everything we want to do out of this life, that we accomplished what we want to do. And if we could do that by helping other people, we all have kids, grandkids, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, family, and we have big hearts. But now we have to get those things out of us. So we have some very lofty things that we're trying to do right now. From doing a TV show, that if you want to see it, Bassette Salute, come hang out with the Bassettes, is on my page. You can look down and scroll down and you'll see it. But it was our first show that we did. Did you enjoy this today? And if you did, just let me know. Just say, hey, I enjoyed it. Because I'm coming back tomorrow. It'll be sometime between 12 and 1 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll do the same thing again.